Hey guys, it's Kat from The Physical Evolution and welcome to your Monday Makeover. Today's theme is how tackling things one step at a time in small little increments is so much more beneficial and so much more attainable than just trying to set these gargantuan goals that possibly never become a reality. So, the context. Again, I'm moving overseas. I've been moving overseas the entire year. And the process has been long and arduous, and COVID hit and everything just fell apart. And I had I'm not a planner. I'm definitely not a planner. I'm kind of like a fly by the seat of my pants kind of a girl. And I had the most incredible plan in place for our move to the UK. It was amazing. It was like too good to be true. We had the date set, and this was going to come in on this date, and then this was going to happen and that, and we were going to be in the UK in June in time to tour the UK and Europe for 3 months before my kids started school in September, and it was just this magical thing that was going to happen. And COVID hit, and it all fell apart, and I was just like, well, whatever, okay, that's not happening. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. We are just going to deal with everything as we can, one day at a time. And I tell you, it was the most incredible thing for my sanity, because I had to let go of the fact that this plan wasn't going to materialize the way that I thought it was, and that it would eventually happen, but not in the way that I had anticipated and not according to the timing that I had in my mind. So ironic that the first time I actually get my shit together for something, that it all just falls apart. The universe is like, no, Kat, you're not doing it that way. You're doing it my way. And that's fine. I've resigned myself to the fact that that's how it has to be. It's all good. But it was the most incredible thing during lockdown as well. Because, I mean, we were locked down. All South Africans will remember that initial 3-week period. It was a total, mind-blasting experience. Nobody knew what to do with themselves. We were just suddenly, lots of people weren't working. So many services weren't available. Everything just came to a standstill, and we had to adapt or lose our shit, and I think that was when I came up with that 21 days of gratitude little challenge that I set for myself, because it was just like I needed to look at every single day and look at what that day gave to me and learn how I could make the most of those circumstances, and that was it. So with regards to the move, it was like, okay, cool, well, today I'm going to pack 1 box. Fine. I pack the box, it's done, tick that off the list. It's one small little step towards eventually moving overseas. Day two comes. Cool. Today I'm going to upload my passports, scan them in and upload them, put them into a folder. Cool. Done. That was one little thing that contributed towards the future goal. And it's just made me deal with everything so much easier. It's been the most incredible balm for my sanity, because otherwise I would have lost my mind. And I feel like if we could just apply that to everything in our lives, everyone would be so much happier and we would be so much more stress-free, or so much less stressed. Think about another example. So you want to get healthier. Day 1, you decide, cool, I'm going to go for a walk around the block. That is one step towards reaching that ultimate goal. Day 2 comes along. Okay, I'm going to make a beautiful, healthy, wholesome salad for lunch. I'm going to have that with a tall glass of water instead of eating a burger and fries. Awesome. Day 2, accomplished. Day 3 comes along. Okay, today I'm actually going to go to the gym and I'm going to do a class and I'm going to sweat it out. I'm going to have an amazing time. Awesome. Do that. By approaching it in that way, it just feels like you are constantly winning. Whereas if you're always working towards this huge end goal that is actually made up of lots of tiny little micro elements. So if you just focus on the micro elements, then you'll be okay. But more often than not, a lot of us look at this end goal that is just so monstrous. It's sometimes too overwhelming to even take on, And then when we're faced with that, we actually feel defeated because we haven't accomplished anything. Because, we feel like we can't move forward. We can't actually progress. And that is the most horrible thing to put yourself through. And it's so unnecessary. Whereas if you're just breaking whatever that huge thing is down into tiny little micro elements and just looking at each day and thinking, cool, what is today going to hold for me? What can I do today that's going to work towards that? And then getting that one thing done, you will be so much happier at the end of that day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and when you finally get to that goal. I hope that that can add some kind of value and relevance to your life, because it has been my mantra this year. It has really saved me from a pit of despair, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Pit of despair. We don't need to go into any more detail about it, but I hope that it can help you too, because it really can be a game changer. It can really turn everything around for you. I'd love to hear your feedback and what you think. If this is something that you apply in your own life, or if you feel like you can get some value from it, please drop me a comment below. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, give it a like, again, comment, share, give me a little heart on Instagram, DM me, connect in whatever way you feel most comfortable. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear your opinions. I would love to just connect with you and talk. So hit me up. I will leave the links below on my YouTube channel for Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Otherwise, I'm always on Facebook and Twitter if that's where you're watching this. And I hope to speak to you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and make sure you take it one step at a time. Bye.